Hey everybody, welcome back to the MINIAC. Tonight is another Wednesday night live stream, and I forgot what day it is. I think it's Wednesday. I know that. Is it the 15th? Or is it the Yeah, it's the 15th. It is the 15th of April. How many of you are sick of being at home? Because I am. Granted, I've still been going to work off and on when I can, but I'm trying to keep my sanity, and I'm trying to keep my YouTube channel going as long as possible. So I might have to slow down on some of my videos, and I might have to maybe space them out a little further to keep me going until things start to level off where I can actually go out and actually film videos right now. So the way things stand with Mini right now is we are still on a hiatus, and things are still not being shipped to the US yet, or not. I honestly don't know what's going on right now. It's still kind of a big mess. The local Mini dealership's still closed right now, and all their staff has been furloughed. So yeah, that's kind of where things are going right now. I'm keeping the channel going as best I can. I have a video in progress that I'm editing. It's taken a little longer because of how I'm filming it. But I want to thank Ethan Dennis for sending me video and pictures of his 2014 Mini Cooper S. It's going to be turned into a kind of a overview video, kind of a chatting or talking about his car and a few of my personal opinions on it. I think it's a great vehicle, and it's going to be a pretty fun little video. It's a 15-minute long video, but there's a lot of pictures and a lot of video that he sent me along from when he was out on the Dragon. So lots of cool stuff, and I think you're all going to get a kick out of it. If you like the way that's going to be set up, I encourage you to send me your videos and pictures of your Mini, and I'll turn them into a video as well. So we'll keep this channel going as best I can right now until I can actually get out and do some other filming and kind of keep things going with the channel to kind of do a video on call. I can't do that yet. So, well, I probably could, but I'm kind of in a little process of trying to get things done with it and a little bit busy at the moment. So, unfortunately, I probably won't be able to. But if you're sitting at home thinking of something to do with your Mini, I encourage you to upgrade your car. And if you're going to do that, you might as well go check out outmotoring.com. They have lots of cool aftermarket parts for your Mini and OEM parts. And if you use the discount code MINIAC5, you'll get 5% off on your order. Not to mention, every order of $195 or more is free shipping. So there's something to take into consideration, especially for those of you out there who might be looking for a cold air intake. They're not that difficult to install, or some other cool stuff. I know if I had more money right now, I'd be doing some other things with my car. But we'll get to that at some point. If you're looking for t-shirts from my store or from my channel, something cool to wear, something cool to have, go to teespring.com/stores/the-miniac. I'm going to change that at some point. I haven't figured out how, or not how, but I'm going to change it at some point. And get yourself a t-shirt there. Use code MINIAC5 and you'll get 5% off on your order there. If you want to get 5% off on some cool graphics or grill badges or stickers for your Mini, head over to motoringstripes.com and use code MINIAC, and you'll get 5% off there. So now that I've gotten the housekeeping out of the way, how is everyone doing? How is everyone out there in the world doing? Because I've been sitting at home when I'm not working, and otherwise just stressing out in general, trying to wonder when things are going to go back to some semblance of normalcy. I hope you all have been watching and enjoying the It's Mini series that I restarted after ending it a couple of years ago, or a year ago. I kind of called it off because I didn't think it was doing that well. But with me running out of videos right now, it's kind of a good video series to have out there, just to give you guys a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of hope for the future. But I hope everyone's doing well out there. I don't see a lot of people communicating, but I do see 5 people in here watching this so far. So hello to you all. Hope everyone's doing well. And there's Chris. I knew you were going to pop in there. Surviving, going to work every day. I'm self-employed. What do you do for a living, Chris? Because I'm a photographer, and I do photography. I do some video stuff, this YouTube video stuff, but I also do inventory photography for car dealerships. So my communication, my interaction with people on a daily basis or semi-daily basis has been just the managers really, and that's about it. But I'm out on the parking lot all day, which is not always fun, but I managed to keep going. But curious to hear what you do for a living. And as you can see, I'm out of my favorite brand of iced tea because I can't get it anywhere anymore. So I'm drinking water. Probably a good thing because my allergies have been killing me in Kansas. Chicky wheat, school, 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 and attempting to make decent financial decisions is all. We're all trying to make decent financial decisions, and some of us might not be, some of us are. I picked a horrible time, apparently, to buy I think I picked a bad time to buy a new Mini right before all this crap happened, but I think I'm doing okay with it. I think it's a great car. My only concern right now is I didn't realize how much it looked very much like another YouTuber or a former friend of mine who has a Pepper White JCW, and I didn't realize how much the two cars looked alike until I saw him recently did a video. He recently did a video on it showing his car, and I'm like, well, aside from his car being a JCW and mine being a Cooper S with a tuning kit, they look very similar. So I'm trying to figure out if maybe I need to make some changes or change up how I did the vinyl on the car to maybe make it look a little less like his car. But we'll see. John Vincent, what's up from Philadelphia? Philadelphia police officer, COVID-19 is scaring the beep out of me, doing my best to stay healthy. Well, it's nice to see that you're staying healthy and keeping the streets safe, I hope. I'm assuming police officers are essential personnel, naturally, so nice to hear things are going okay out there and relatively safe. I'm sure people are trying to stay as healthy as possible. I'm trying to stay as healthy as possible. I just have really, really bad allergies. So my problem is I've irritated my mouth because I've been chewing on mint gum to keep me from coughing or clearing my throat all day long, because otherwise I sound like I have something and I don't. So I've been trying to do that to keep myself going. Trying to think of things to do to kind of keep everyone motivated, keep everyone excited. I don't think my channel is going to hit the 10,000 subscriber mark in September like I originally thought, because things have been moving incredibly slow because YouTube has slowed down its revenue. And that's largely because businesses are not spending what they originally were on ads. So I'm trying to think of ways to generate revenue, get people to come in here and watch the channel. People are still coming in and watching, obviously, but things have gotten much slower than I had anticipated. That being said, I did pass 5,500 subscribers, which is an impressive feat, and that's pretty fantastic. So, what else have I been doing? Well, aside from trading in my Mini and having tons of R56 parts left over here, R55, R56 parts left over here, I may have to start selling those parts or giving them away as gifts to you all. But I did do one change on my car, and I'm going to see if I can grab it without knocking this computer over, and let's see here. So this was something that was damaged on the car when I bought it. That was part of the deal with buying the cars. I had to buy it without getting some of the stuff done. But I took this off, as you can see, and I replaced it with a new one. And you'll see eventually, you might have seen some of the pictures, or you'll see at some point what it's going to look like. But this is I call it the chin, the thing that sticks out on the lower bumper of the Mini Cooper. And let me just tell you, this was a pain in the butt, and that's the nice thing to say about it, a pain in the butt to remove from the bumper, because it has frame pieces inside here to hold it in place that are attached to the bumper. I had to effectively take the whole front bumper off the car to put this thing on, to change this thing out. So that was my first foray into doing something extensive on a F56, and they definitely over-engineer and overbuild these cars. That's definitely some truth there. They really do overbuild them. So I'm trying to figure out what to do with this sucker now that I have it. Now, it's in not so great shape here, as you can see, and not so great shape there, as you can see. I don't know if I can actually fix it and reuse it at some point, maybe. I'm thinking of maybe turning it into a trophy or something. Maybe something like that, something kind of cool. Maybe I would raffle it off to some of you guys. And if any of you out there in the Mini community have had a little mishap with your Mini at some point, I'll give you the, we'll call it the Scraped Chin Award or something. So this will be like the Scraped Chin Award because that's what this thing looks like. And maybe I'll give it to someone on Mini Takes the Stage, whoever has had the most crazy incident with their F56 Mini Cooper. Naturally, I'm not going to do the other Mini Coopers, but with this car. But we'll see what happens. Some other news. Some dealerships are now getting deliveries of F56, the 2021 F56 models. Some of them have gotten them already. And here's the cool thing. They have the manuals back. And they have the digital gauges, like I had said, and like some people didn't believe me. They actually do. What I haven't seen yet is the confirmation that the handbrake is gone and has been replaced by the handbrake button rather than the handbrake handle. So if anyone has pictures out there they can share with me, I'll put them in a video at some point, possibly. We'll see what happens. But yeah, the 2021s are starting to get delivered to some dealerships. There's currently, at my local dealership, there's currently a hold on 2021 models, the new cars coming to the dealership right now because there's very few customers coming in. So at the moment, I don't have a new supply of Minis, but I am planning a video at some point. The sales manager is going to help me out with this at their dealership right now while they're closed. So I do have a video planned for you all that I think you're going to get a kick out of, and I think you'll like it. So we're going to try to do that at some point. It might be like a behind-the-scenes tour of a Mini dealership, perhaps. Might be kind of cool. Might be kind of fun. You might get a kick out of it. Who knows? I think you'll enjoy it. But I want to hear from everyone out there. What have you all been up to? What are you doing? Tell me a little bit about your Minis. Tell me a little bit about what you've been up to. Basically, I'm up to anything to talk about, and we'll just go from there. Keep it Mini related. I don't want to turn this into a political forum because I just don't. So keep it fun, keep it light, and keep it car related. Have fun with it because we've all been kind of crazy. Chris Belgrade, I saw the digital gauges. Not sure if I like them. Have to see it in person. Yeah, they're kind of, I did notice that with the digital gauges, the RPM needle is still analog, but the rest of it is digital. So I'm not sure. I haven't seen it in person myself, so I'm not exactly sure how cool it's, how good it's going to be. I know it's a pretty cool system, and I hear it's a really good system. It's in the GP3 and it's in the electric Mini. So I think it's going to be a pretty cool thing when they finally, when I finally do get a chance to see one, and I hope to God it is very soon because I'm going stir crazy. I want to do more Mini videos. I want to give you guys more content. I want to bring more videos out there, and I can't do it because the dealership's closed and there's no new cars coming in right now. So I'm sure everyone else is just as stir crazy as I am. But anyway, Chicky Week there says behind the scenes Mini dealership. Yep, you like that idea. I agree. I think it'd be a fun idea to do, and I'm probably going to do that. And I think it'll be funny. It might be a little bit of a funny video and everything. It's going to be an interesting thing. Kind of just behind the scenes, what goes on or what's going on in a Mini dealership when there's nobody there. So you kind of get a chance to see what goes on there. So it could be pretty fun. Hopefully, it won't have run any issues with that, and so that I can actually do it. Now, anyone out there wondering why I'm wearing a hat right now is because I shaved my head so that I could not grow so that I wouldn't be continuing to have. I didn't want to end up having to tie my hair into a ponytail at some point because I don't like that. So I ended up shaving my head basically, and now I wear a baseball cap all the time. So that's always fun, but life goes on. Kitty Cat's going stir crazy as always. He is all over the place. I think he ripped the screen out of my window. He wants to go back outside apparently, but when I've taken him outside, he wants to go back inside. So I don't know what the situation is with that darn cat, but that's a cat for you, right? Am I right? So I'm looking for some other ideas possibly for videos. I'm also looking for more ideas for my car. I'm not sure the graphics I've done on the car are potentially going to stay. I might actually change it and do something a little bit different. but I think it may look too much, like I've said, I think it might look too much like a friend of mine's car, and that was not my intentions. So maybe I need to change out the black stripes for red stripes, or who knows what, but we'll figure it out some point. Dale Taylor, I want to go to KC for all the tuning and rims. Bought the all 4 blacked out for the Countryman. Yeah, well, we all want to. Dale, the dealership is still open, but I know you guys have a bit of a, because you are a military contractor, you have a limit of where you can go. But yeah, the dealership is open right now. They still take cars in for service, so you can still get your car in and have all the stuff done that you want to have done. You just have to find a way to get up here. But if anyone's interested, the dealership is still, my local dealership is still open. They still have quite a few good minis there, including a Solaris Orange with British spoke wheels and black pearl cloth interior. And they have a really, really nice Caribbean Aqua John Cooper Works convertible in their showroom still. Still sitting there waiting for someone to come over and buy it. 8-speed automatic transmission, 228 horsepower, all the bells and whistles. Beautiful car. No navigation though, but I don't think you really need it. And it's a great looking vehicle. So someone needs to come buy that car too. And I know the sales manager would do you a heck of a deal just to get it sold, because he wants to sell cars, and I want him to sell cars. I want the dealership to be successful, but we'll see. So what else is new in the Mini world? Well, nothing. I don't have any other info for Mini right now. I have nothing going on. I'm continuing to do some stuff with my car, with my Mini. I got some more plans in mind. The Dynan Tune had an interesting situation. Turns out that if you have a B46 engine, and that's in the Cooper S, if you have a Cooper S with a B46 engine, and you have a John Cooper Works tuning kit on it, the Dynan Tune that's for the Cooper S I'm trying to acquire. So if I'm successful in that endeavor, I will install that on there, and that'll fix the car. The interesting thing is, instead of 245 to 250 horsepower, it bumps that up to 265 to 270 horsepower. So that's going to be a pretty I'm looking forward to trying to putting that on and seeing what happens. It might be kind of fun. Anyway, Dale Taylor, I go means 14 days quarantined for go out of the area. Oh, that sucks. Chris Belgrade, I've heard a colder intake decreases the power in Gen 3 minis. Is that true? I have no clue if it decreases or increases. What I do know is, because of the placement of the airbox on the 3rd gen minis, a colder intake wouldn't give you as many issues as it would on the 2nd gen and on the 2nd gen minis, because the airbox on the 2nd gens, as we all know, is at the back of the engine. The airbox on the 1st gen, or 3rd gens, I'm sorry, is at the front of the engine. So I would imagine that having a cold air intake on a 3rd gen Mini would actually be better than having one on a 2nd gen Mini. So I haven't installed a cold air intake yet. I'm considering that as a possibility. I have a few other things I got to do to the car as well, including replacing the cabin air filter. So that should be fun. But if someone has any information on 2nd gen or 3rd gen cold air intakes, I'd love that. And yeah. Anyway, William here, taking care of my granddaughters 4 days a week, dechroming my R58S with parts from Outmotoring and SMPS 2012. Thing about SMPS 2012, I'm actually considering, they have the John Cooper Works splitters, the ones that look like the they're replica, but they look like the JCW Pro splitters that you have on the front of the F56 JCWs. I'm thinking of getting them from them. They are a one-piece variant instead of the two-piece on each side that you see for the OEM ones. Now I could go OEM, but it's tempting to go with the replica ones because they're half the price. So I might be doing that at some point, and I might be getting that from them. But we'll see what happens. Just a matter of money at this point in time. So, Ethan F56, hey Ethan, I'm looking at an NM intake. I've heard good things about the NM intake, and I think that's actually the one that they recommend, that Aaron at Outmotoring would recommend for your Mini, is the NM cold air intake. And just like Chris said, what cold air intake do you recommend? It depends on. That was a coat that fell down behind my computer. Depends on the Mini. I've heard good things about the Ram air intakes for the R chassis minis, the R56 minis. But so like AEM and what's the other one? DDM works. But I've heard NM engineering for intakes is really for the intake is really good if you have an F car. That being said, the K&N ones also work on those cars. Here's the weird thing about the NM engineering. No, here's the weird thing about F car intakes is that the cold air intakes for some of these companies, I don't know why they say that it only works on certain engines, because the air boxes on all these cars are almost interchangeable. You could pretty much switch the air box from a Cooper from a Cooper S to a Cooper, and JCW to a Cooper S to a Cooper, and so on and so forth. They're almost interchangeable. In fact, I put a K&N cold air intake on a Cooper that was actually bought for a JCW, so I know that they're interchangeable. I haven't actually bought one to test out to see if it really would be interchangeable. Well, not interchangeable, but I haven't really bought one yet to really test out a cold air intake on my Mini yet. I'm going to do that at some point. It's just a matter of time. But if anyone has a cold air intake for their F car that they decided they don't want, give me a call. No, not give me a call, but send me an email, send me a text or something, send whatever. Find a way to communicate with me. And I might be willing to take it off your hands, because I'm looking for ways to save money and get upgraded parts for my car. No, we'll see what happens. Excuse me. But if anyone's looking for extra F or R chassis parts, I do have the mud flaps for the R56, along with tons of mirror caps for power fold mirrors. I have brilliant bronze, something like that. I have a bronze set, I have a yellow set, and I have a ice blue set. I got lots of stuff. I got more stuff than I care to admit. So I got lots of spare parts laying around this house for these cars. But what else is everyone up to? I really just have nothing to say right now. It's just what other recommendation or upgrades for your Mini? Cold air intakes, yeah, you could do that. Exhaust, you could do that. I'm thinking, I don't know. I really have nothing to go on tonight. I thought I was going to have more stuff, but Ethan F6 got to do some work. Glad I could make it to the stream for a few minutes. Have a good one. I think I'm going to take Ethan's sentiment here, and I'm going to say it's probably time to wrap this up. Oh, carbon fiber accents. Intake, not intake, I'm sorry. They do make a carbon fiber intake. ECS Tuning has one. Intakes, or carbon fiber. I would say carbon fiber hood scoops, mirror caps, door handle covers, gas cap covers. You can get a lot of carbon fiber stuff for your Mini. That would look really cool. David here is the push button Pro exhaust still available in the 2020s, JCW Clubman specifically. Yes, you can still install the Pro exhaust on the 2020 models. What you can't install in the 2020 models is the tuning kit. But yes, the Pro exhaust can be installed. Do not listen to the dealerships that tell you it cannot be installed, because Mini has confirmed it can. So yes, you can still get the Pro exhaust for your JCW Clubman, and it sounds phenomenal. I would highly recommend it. I don't know what the cost is on the part, but off the top of my head. But if you have the money to do it and you want to do it just so you can have the fun noises and everything that come out of the back of the car, go for it. Makes you happy. Why not? You know, I would do it. But JCW 2020 JCW Clubman is a fantastic car, though. I've only driven one JCW Clubman, and it was the launch edition. And I really, really liked it. I wish I had had the money to buy it, but I don't make that much money, so I didn't buy it. But yeah, they still make the Pro exhaust you can get for the 2020 models. It will work on the 2020 models, same systems. It just, the tuning kits won't work. So that should answer your question right there, hopefully. But we're heading into 25 minutes here, as I see right there, 25 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, but hold on. How about doing a vid on after purchase dealer factory options? Can be confusing for a new to Mini owner. Um, Factory options for an after purchase Mini. That's not a bad idea, David. I like that idea for a video. I think that'd be a great video. I just have to figure out a time when I can do that with the dealership, and I think that's something that needs to wait for when the dealership reopens. But I definitely am going to take that into consideration. I like that idea because what's funny is people don't know all the cool stuff that you can get for those cars, and I know that especially if it's JCW, I know JCWs, they have an entire JCW wall in their dealership, shows every single conceivable option you can get for those cars, but there's so much more that you can get, so many cool like upgrades and parts and accessories that you can get for those cars. So that's something I'm definitely going to consider. I think that's actually a good idea, and I think I'm going to put that video into consideration for a for a future video. So I appreciate you giving me that suggestion. I'm definitely going to use that. And as soon as I get a chance to actually film it, I'll make sure you know. And maybe we'll work out something. Maybe I'll send you a MINIAC t-shirt or something like that. So I could do that for everyone who sends me a video suggestion. So if I use it, you get a t-shirt. That'd be kind of a cool deal, wouldn't it? Maybe. Who knows? Mayo Chickens has popped in. My dude, what's up? Not much. Dale Taylor, I found out. Thanks again for you and Sam are hooking up my countryman. I'd like to get a JCW exhaust for my 2019 Cooper S after my car is paid off. Why wait? The JCW exhaust can be installed on your Cooper S before the car. It's not going to void the warranty to put a JCW exhaust on your Cooper S, just so you know. So if you want to put a JCW exhaust on your Cooper S, you can do that. In fact, I have a JCW exhaust on my Cooper S. So you can still, pardon me, you can still do that, and I would encourage you to do it. But if you really want to wait until it's paid off, by all means, I'm not going to stop you from doing that. I'm just saying you don't have to wait. You can do it whenever you want. So I would encourage you to do that if you really want to. But I'm clearing my throat because I have really bad allergies. And yeah, I have really bad allergies. But anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because I want to go and relax. I've had a long day standing out in the sun, and I know I've been standing out in the sun because I'm beet red. But I will hope you all are doing well. Hope you're all staying healthy, and hopefully things improve in the coming weeks and months, and we can get back to some semblance of normalcy. But I'm going to remind you all to motor on, and as always, that life is too short to drive a boring car, so drive a Mini. But anywho, you all stay happy, healthy, stay safe. If you can get out in your Mini and go for a short drive, I encourage you to do so. But I'm going to go ahead and pop off here. I'm going to go relax and start working on some other video stuff and plans for my own car even. But you all stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and I will see you all in the next video, which is on Friday. You might not see me in that video. I think that's another It's Mini video, but you'll see me again soon in another video, if not in another live stream. But check back on the channel, go watch some of my other great videos. There's lots of good ones out there. I have hundreds. Morgan Wayne, I am from Taiwan. Can I purchase Mini Cooper S R56 parts directly from you? I would, before I let everyone go, I wish you could, Morgan, but I don't think you can. I don't think I have the ability to do that. But depends on the R56 parts. Now, if you're talking about like mirror covers and stuff, like anything spares that I have just sitting around, I can probably sell those to you. But as far as like from the dealership, the answer to that is no. But I could get you in touch with the sales manager at the dealership, at my local dealership in Kansas, and he might be able to ship parts to you overseas if you're willing to pay the shipping costs and everything that associated with that. But I imagine that might be because Mini Cooper S parts might be more expensive in Taiwan than they are in the U.S. But I have no clue for certain. But I'll tell you what, Morgan, if you want to reach out to me on my Instagram, it's at the.miniac, and chat with me a little bit more on that. We can do that and see what parts you're talking about here. If it's something I can help you out with, help you figure out where to get those parts, I'd be happy to help you. Otherwise, not much I can do about it because I don't actually sell Mini parts, although I'm considered that as a possibility with the way things have been going lately. But before I let everyone go, just going to say a quick hi to Maria down there from Puerto Rico, and hope everyone is doing well. And I will see you all in the next video, the next live stream, or if I just randomly decide to pop up on YouTube one day just for kicks, I will chat with you all then. So everyone have a good evening, have a good morning, have a good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Talk to you later.